So, hi everybody, this is Dr. Nadine with Magnificence Mind, and I had recorded this entire thing and went to upload it to do the editing, and there was only like 4 seconds of recording. So, let's see what happens with round two. Hi, you want to help? The conversation that I wanted to have with you is what happens in the process of working with an animal as they're getting ready to transition. Hi. The very first thing I do when you, as an owner or one of the stable masters, comes and says, look, we have a horse that's getting ready to transition, is I go have a conversation with the animal themselves. What do they want to do? So a couple options that have shown up in the last 5 years, I guess, is one of the things an animal can choose to do is to leave this body that they have and go to the animal kingdom. My experience is when an animal goes to the animal kingdom, their body changes quite a bit. Meaning, can you see his tail? No, it won't come into the camera. They'll either get shorter legs, longer legs, hair changes from straight to curly, vice versa. Cats, one of the things I've noticed with kitties is if they have a straight tail, they go to a really bushy tail. A lot of transitions like that. Sweet Car, my kitty, when she transitioned, what her desire was to be, since she had a litter at 9 months old and then those kitties were taken away, she wanted that experience of being a mom, of nurturing the little ones. So she requested to go to the animal kingdom to be in the nursery so that she could be around all the babies. Other options. I have witnessed and been a part of animals that transition to a different body. An example would be I had one kitty, Xena, I believe her name was. She moved from a feline, a small house cat body into a 2-year-old lioness's body in the Sahara Desert. That was bloody amazing. I've seen animals transition into a different type of body, and I'm going to tell you a story about what's happening right now. I have seen animals ascend to a higher level of being. I have seen them transition to a different planet and definitely to a different dimension. So many different possibilities that are available now and have been available for the last 4 or 5 years. With the current horse that I'm working with right now, when I had that conversation with him, what he wanted, the very first thing he said was he wanted the scent of peaches around him. So I called the stable master. I said, this is his first request, is that there's the scent of peaches. I don't know how they're going to make that happen, but that was the conversation. And then I started working with him. He hadn't let me know right away what he wanted to do. 2 days ago, he came and said he absolutely loves to fly. So he was a jumper and he loved to fly over, the bridges and the obstacles that would be in a hunter jumper arena. Loves to fly, around things, over things. So he said his desire is to shift into a body that allows him to continue working energetically with other mounts, other horses that wanted to better their skill set with flying, and to also work with the human mount, the rider, the equestrian, so that they have confidence when they fly over things. Then he showed me his new body that he's stepping into, and it has wings, so it's like a Pegasus horse. The main fur, like, so the top, like when you look down the body, is this beautiful cream color. And then he opened up his wings and he showed me his wings, and all underneath was peach. Absolutely stunning what he's choosing to go into. So it's really lovely when the human says, hey, this is happening. Would you have a conversation with my beloved animal to find out what they want? Because when you, as the human, know and can facilitate what the animal is looking for, the experience they want to have, it really allows you to honor their wishes it also allows you to transition so much quicker through the different levels of grieving. Because we all do, when you've had to say goodbye, whether very quickly, whether abruptly or longly, with an animal that has been with you for years, it's a process, and it can be smoother. The other thing I wanted to let you know is there's a process, right? So we start collecting up the animal's energy from wherever they've had it. They have an opportunity to say goodbye to other animals, other humans, but we start collecting up their energy. And I'm going to sneeze here. Excuse me. And then we begin closing down some of the chakras. So chakra 1 should never be open more than 10% anytime. Chakra 2 should never be open more than 10%. And chakra 3 is, if they have a male body, it's usually 50%. If they have a female body, anywhere from 50 to 75%. I have another horse that we're working with getting her ready to be inseminated, and we have her second chakra blown wide open because we want her to be fertile. But once she conceives, we'll close that back down. So in that process of collecting up their energy, we begin moving all the energy into the heart, and for an animal into the brachial chakra, which is down their neck. Not their 5th chakra, down their neck chakra. Their brachial chakra is like our 8th chakra. It's their connection to their part that's out of the body. But with this particular horse, because I know what he's going into, was it yesterday morning? I went out there with him and made sure that was his desire. Started collecting up his energy, closing down things a little bit more. But then we went into the new body. We let him step right into it, say hello, kind of wiggle around, because it's different. It's got wings, let him feel the new body. And we left a portion of him there. So we left about 10% of him in this new body that he'll step into. I believe it's Thursday. Then we came back and left part of him in the body he's in right now, but the majority of his energy is really hovering out of body. Why? It's very difficult. It's very painful to be in the body he's in right now. And for whatever reason, the decision was made that he'll transition on Thursday. Today's Tuesday. So tomorrow, between today and tomorrow, he and I will then go through this process again of collecting, turning down. And before the vet gets there on Thursday, I will have shut his entire everything down. He will have been moved over to his new body before the vet injects the final injection. And the feedback that I've received from veterinarians is that they are just astonished by how fast and smooth the transitions are. It's like one breath. The animal literally, because we've already done the work, the animal literally takes a breath and moves into the new body. So I would encourage you, reach out. This is something that it's an honor to help your animal. It's an honor to help you. The process with the human is quite more involved, similar, but a lot more involved. And it takes a little bit longer. So usually with the human, I'll work on 2 weeks to help that person transition from here to their next, wherever they're going. But animals are different. And I've had animals, when people say, hey, can you please connect with my animal that's, already crossed? Some of them are blown away that the human is still grieving, that's still in sorrow. It's like, why? Why are you doing that? Sweetie, leave your feathers alone, please. Yeah, we're going to love ourselves. Love ourselves so we keep our feathers. Yes, right? Love ourselves. Yes, good girl. Good girl. Good girl. This is Kianga. She's my African Grey, and I'm recording, and so she feels like she can do destructive things. So I'm going to stop the recording now, and I pray that this is actually recording again, because like I said, I've already been through round 1. I would love to assist you and your animal in making their next step. This is Dr. Nadine, and right about there is where I will put my contact information with magnificencemind.com. there is a place where you can go to look at services, pet services. And then when you scroll down the pet services, you'll see the transition information. Or if you're looking for human services, you'll see the transition information. But please reach out. It's a process, it's an honor, and it's such a delightful thing to watch the smooth transition and how calm and easy a transition can be. So until we meet again, thank you so much for your time, and